David here, weekly week look. Today is Saturday, 21st January. Obviously, markets close 7 o'clock in the morning. Usual looking at the May 2017 week UK contract, and start with the monthly one, which we got in front of us. And you can see here we're coming smack up against the 60 yearly SMA at 51.72. We closed last night at 50.10. We haven't quite broken through it here. If we look back and do an analysis on this, you can see this is a big event back in, firstly it went up through it in 2009 here, obviously went straight through it on the month there, that was in November, and obviously went up here, and we had a rally up to 140, which obviously keys in with this nice number we were looking at here as resistance back in the last 3 years. And then obviously we fell back through it. And then if you see here, in 2010 was the year that we broke through it finally and had this stellar month here that we went straight up, and then obviously hit the highs here of £200 a ton. Now obviously this is coming from underneath here. It then acted as support here in 2011, 2013. Was retested in 2014, broke, and then obviously we've been in the doldrums for the last 3 years. Obviously here we are now. Obviously it's quite a massive event. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years since we've been here before. It will take some time possibly to get through it, or we'll see a clean break through it. That's what we don't know. We can't predict. Obviously we just got to keep an eye on it. Stochastics are getting warrenly close here together. Obviously we're massively overbought. Haven't got a crossing below at the moment. Obviously that won't happen till the end of the month. So obviously we need to keep an eye on it, but obviously this is where we are at the moment. This is obviously the resistance we're hitting head against that at the moment. Obviously visually, if you look here, the next level of resistance here is up at 170. You can see that quite clearly, and this was the last highs here. Obviously support comes back in here around the 140, which we've obviously been keeping an eye on that over the last 3 years. Pop down into the all important monthly. See here, this is a swing high, 140. We were keeping an eye on all last year to see where we broke through. Obviously broke through it, come back, held, and now we've got this stellar month here. And obviously this is different from the last 3 years, as we looked, 2 or 3 videos back, that normally in January the market goes down. This year it's gone up. Let's go down into the weekly. See here, we've got these 3 green candles here stand up like green soldiers. Yep, we've got, and we're all the moving averages on this chart pointing up. Swing high here, 142, all looking good. Pop down into the daily. You can see here that obviously we have this pullback here that we didn't know what's going to happen in December. Had a range here that we had a high here, 144, low of 36. Obviously broke through that the last 2 weeks here. We've had some real green extension candles. We had this gap up here over 148. We've come back to test and fill that gap, and now we've got this consolidation here. This is the yearly SA simple moving average coming in here. I've just marked this on the chart here for visual, 151.75. Obviously that's going to sort of hold things up. The 10 and 30 have obviously, you can see here, crossed. Last time we crossed here was in October, indicating that obviously the 3 months trend has changed. Obviously here we are, we've had 1, 2, obviously looking for February. Are we going to have some retrace, or are we going to get through this 157.71 level? Obviously at the moment, you can see here quite clearly, if you visually look at it, the trend is up. Moving averages confirming this trend. Obviously you've got to go with the trend at the moment, so obviously looking for continuation to go through. If we do see retrace, obviously the retrace level would probably be back to test this level of 144. So I'll put an update this time next week. Thanks for watching.